Good evening, friends. Today is auspicious day, being Eid, Akshay Tej, and host of other festivals. Wish you all happy festivals of yours today. Professor Bram Singh Horticulture Foundation, BSHF, a not-for-profit organization, and myself welcome you all to the talk number 15 of this series named as 4H Urban Horticulture for Health and Happiness. BSHF is thankful to Bayer Seminis to sponsor this webinar series. I am happy to welcome co-organizer Dr. Peetam Kalia, ICR Rafi Ahmed Kidwai Awardee, former head Division of Vegetable Science and coordinator School of Horticulture Sciences, ICR IRI New Delhi. The webinar today is on scope of nutritional kitchen gardening in urban areas by Dr. P.K. Gupta, Director, National Horticultural Research and Development Foundation, Delhi. Nutritional kitchen gardens in urban dwellings are very important to combat global nutritional well-known deficiencies of vitamin A, iron, iodine, and zinc. Thanks to Dr. Gupta for having agreed to speak on the topic in webinar today to highlight the importance of nutritional kitchen gardening in urban areas. Kitchen gardening means production of fresh produce, mainly vegetables, nearer to the place of consumption, that is kitchen, at available space in backyards, rooftop, and other places around or in the dwelling or the residence. Besides freshness, the richness in nutrition in crops in kitchen garden and other aspects of kitchen garden would be highlighted by Dr. P.K. Gupta today. I have requested Dr. P.K. Gupta to highlight the role of his esteemed organization in promotion of nutritional kitchen garden besides planning and helping the huge and volatile demand of onion and garlic in the country and promotion of export of these two crops. Questions can be raised in comment or chat box, which will be answered after the talk. Now I request Peetam Kalyaji to formally introduce the speaker.
Okay, thank you, sir. Good evening.
Sir.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Most respected Professor Bram Singh ji, founder BSHF, and today's speaker, none else than Dr. Pramod Kumar Gupta ji, who will be talking on scope of nutritional kitchen gardening in urban areas. Dr. Gupta hails from Kasimabad village in Gazipur district of Uttar Pradesh, and he has had his graduation from Kanpur University, master's and doctorate from University of Allahabad. He started his career as a technical officer in Karnataka Agrochemicals and joined Amity University in Uttar Pradesh at Noida during 2005 as senior lecturer in horticulture. He worked as a project coordinator in promotion of organic farming for the Ministry of Agriculture, Government of India. He joined National Horticulture Research and Development Foundation as Joint Director during 2011, and presently he is working as a Director NHRDF New Delhi since 2017. During his 21 years of service, He has earned gold medal from the Academy of Plant Sciences in India and Young Scientist Award from Biovid Research Society, Allahabad. Dr. Gupta also got a fellowship from Biobed Research and Communication Center, Allahabad, Society of Horticulture Research and Development, Confederation of Horticulture Association of India, and APSI, ISBS, JISL for providing quality service to uplift the livelihood of horticulture growers. He also earned appreciation certificate from Directorate of Agriculture, Government of Sri Lanka. Dr. Gupta has published more than 159 research papers in journals of repute. He is also quality manager of NABL accredited pesticide residue analysis laboratory of NHRDF, and during his service tenure at NHRDF, he developed 4 varieties of garlic, 2 of onion. Dr. Gupta is project coordinator of Mission for Integrated Development of Horticulture, All India Network Research Project on Onion and Garlic, All India Coordinated Research Project on Vegetable Crops of ICR, and he is principal investigator of National Project on Micronutrient Management in Horticulture Crops for national level for enhancing yield and quality, monitoring of pesticide residue at national level, and in situ crop residue management through mechanization. Dr. Gupta is a life member of more than 12 professional and academic societies. We are honored to have Dr. Gupta today to talk on a very important subject to enhance the nutritional level of the people living in urban areas. So not standing much between the viewers and the speaker, I invite Dr. Gupta to take the floor and start the presentation. Dr. Gupta, please.
Okay, thank you so much, sir, for enlightening us about my the series. Now I'm going to present sir. My slide is visible, sir.
Not yet.
Sir, my slide is visible.
No.
No. Swangi, try to help him if possible.
I think it's visible, sir.
Now.
आ रहा है आ गया.
No, it's okay. And hide down below this one. Hide.
Yes.
Click on hide
Yes, sir.
and make it full screen.
Yes, sir.
And kindly go ahead.
First of all, I thank to Dr. Brahm Singh, sir. He's given me opportunity to speak about the scope of nutritional kitchen gardening in the urban area. As well as I also thank to Dr. Pritam Kalia Sarji about brief introduction regarding me. I'm going to present today on a scope of nutritional kitchen gardening in the urban area. First, to try to understand nutritional kitchen garden. Why not only kitchen garden? Previously, as per the history says, kitchen garden is more important in the urban area or rural area also for build up our health. Now, at now, nutritional is a more aspects more important than the kitchen gardening. Nutritional means which crop we grown in the kitchen gardening. This is have the nutritional value to build up our health. Urban area is the very popular at now. About 50% population of the world as well as the India, they are running to urban areas from the rural areas because urban horticulture is become the very important aspects. I thank to Dr. Brahm Singh Sarji. He organized webinar series last year and also this year to give the importance of the urban horticulture. First, we'll try to understand why kitchen gardening is most important. In traditional kitchen garden or vegetable garden, also known as potager. Potager is the word from the French, Jordan potager, or in the Scotland on Cali arts. The French doctor and printer Charles Estienne wrote in details about the 16th century of the kitchen gardening in the Mason Rochefort. Why kitchen gardening is needed? Everyone will understand we have passed 2 years in the corona period. On that time, kitchen gardening is become the very important aspects. On that time, no anybody go to outside of the house and not fruit or vegetable available as desired by the daily diet. Now, global food production faces great challenges in the future world population, about 9.6 billion by 2050. Rising urbanization, decreasing arable lands, and weather vagaries extreme due to climate change, global agriculture is under pressure. Means just they wanted to say urbanization is increasing day by day, decreasing the arable land because number of township is growing, industry is growing, infrastructure, road, railways is growing, or weather is also going to affect day by day. We see in this year climate of the March month temperature is go high because of this number of crop is affected and global agriculture in this aspect is under the pressure. While today about 50% of the world population live in cities by 2030, the number will be rise go to 70%, depend upon the situation. The global emission have to keep the mind currently. Agriculture account for around 2 to 30% of global greenhouse gas emission. Yes, green gas emission is more important for our health. This is also going to rise. India may be the world's second largest producer of food, but also is the second largest undernourished population. This is very challenging for the scientists in horticulture or all subjects. How can undernourished problem is going to minimize? The kitchen gardening is the more important factor to minimize the undernourished population. The government of India has taken very initiative or implemented various programs to provide food security, ensuring access to adequate quality of quantity of quality foods. In before after the green revolution, we are focusing about the quantity, but now everybody thinking the quality of the foods. You know very well, biofortified variety government have given or ICAR given emphasis to grow biofortified varieties because not only the carbohydrate fortified is come our foods, but also the some nutrition and vitamins will be required for maintain our body. There is a need to look at multiple strategies to combat the issue of the food security. Community and nutritional garden can play an important role for enhancing national food security and dietary diversity to combat malnutrition. This is the more important aspects. Shifting food production to location with high demands, reduce emission and mitigation climate change. This is the more important because crop is shifting. We see in the Haryana and Punjab, they are growing paddy and the wheat. A number of water table is going to lower down number of pesticides. The government is focusing how can shift wheat or paddy to other crop. They also have the reduce the emission and mitigation of the climate change. Urban horticulture increase global food production by new location for cultivation. This is the only facilitate successful production of our own requirement of vegetables. Urban farming in the city could provide nutritional, ecological, and economical benefits. Consequent, urban agriculture is gaining relevance of all over the world. Means urban, not only the before that rural agriculture is focused on, but now per square meter or per unit of the area, government is focusing how can crop is grown or utilized proper in the urban agriculture. Fruits and vegetables from the kitchen gardens are good source of micronutrients, especially in the poor households. जिन परिवार को फूड न्यूट्रिशन माइक्रोन्यूट्रिएंट्स नहीं मिलता है उनको सब्जी और फल से कैसे प्राप्त किया जा सकता है, उनके पास कैपेसिटी नहीं होती। इस पे भी हम लोगों को काम कर रहे हैं। Rural area have ample space and establishing a kitchen garden is far simpler as farm families are involved in agriculture. School gardens are known to increase consumption of fruits and vegetables, bringing health and nutrition behavior change and have the positive effect on their children's health. Just I share here, government of NCT Delhi have taken the initiative to promote kitchen gardening in the urban areas by providing nutritional seed kits, and they have tied up with the ICR PUSA as well as our KVK is also involved in this aspect. Necessity to diverse new strategy to ensure the food supply and food security in urban environments. In urban area, environment is very effective. This is not useful for the health because of consuming fresh from unlike of the food grains. Therefore, vegetables should be part of localized food system. This is very true because apart from the vegetable and fruits, other item, either the cereal, pulses, they are not consumed by directly. They need the processing. Considering the importance of vegetable to produce our own vegetable requirement in our backyards using the available fresh water as well as kitchen concept has emerged. This is the more importance. Now, this will only facilitate successful production of our own requirement of vegetables in our kitchen garden. Cultivation in a small area facilitates the method of controlling pest and disease through the removal of affected parts and non-use of chemicals. This is a sub practice which does not cause toxic residue of pesticide in a vegetable produce. How can not toxic? How can not use the chemicals? I'm going to discuss details. Now try to understand after the why need a kitchen garden. What is a kitchen garden? Kitchen garden is the growing of fruits, vegetables, as well as ornamental on the backyard of the house by using kitchen waste water and etc. In the why given the name of the kitchen produce wastage like organic wastage or water wastage to be utilized in the backyards for production of fruits and vegetables and represent the universal subsistence food production component which entails a small scale fruits and vegetable production units in relatively confined area located close to the family dwelling. Means kitchen garden is the any crop fruits and vegetable grow throughout the year by the family of the member in the backyards or utilize local wastage or local inputs that is the called the kitchen garden. Urban nutritional gardening. It it's act as a recreational area, reduce pollution and enable us to get pure airs. Practicing urban horticulture is also a leisure times activities. Urban horticulture also ensure the inexpensive, regular and handy supply of the fresh vegetables, which are basic to nutrition. It can be practiced year-round with the different selection of the crop at different seasons. It also allows the usage of recycled vegetables and fruit waste, recycled water, and homemade compost and vermicomposting. Now, genesis. Why genesis of this? I'm going to discuss about genesis of the urban farming, either horticulture, either floriculture, either ornamental. City pollution. 50% population residents in the city, or they require infrastructure for estate, traveling, etc. So city is going to polluted by many means. Migration from green to concrete forest means we are cutting the forestry, going to build infrastructures, roadways. So this is a grown from green to concrete forest. Dust and smoke everywhere. Especially Delhi area is very popular. Dust, October, November, dust is coming and smoke everywhere. This is also cause the pollution. Even handy people feel suffocation. When time dust and smoke is everywhere, Government of India taken the initiative for minimize the dust and smoke in the NCT Delhi with the collaboration of the states nearby state Punjab, Haryana, Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, and other states is also going to popularize under the crops in situ crop residue management. initiative taken by our Honorable DG ICR as well as the Government of India. For senior citizens, village life is just a sweet memories of healthy life who left their village decades ago. जो बुजुर्ग लोग हैं जो गांव में रहते हैं या रहते थे उनको काफी स्वीट मेमोरी अभी याद आती है कि गांव में कोई पोल्यूशन नहीं, किसी प्रकार की बीमारी नहीं जितना आजकल शहर में है. तो दे आर काफी दिन पहले तो ये उनका व्यूज है. और इन्वायरमेंटल पोल्यूशन इज द मेन कॉज फॉर स्टार्ट हॉर्टिकल्चर और अर्बन फार्मिंग in the urban areas, cities areas. Objective of kitchen gardening: raising fresh vegetable rich in nutrition to supply the family whole years. This is a very clear cut say. Freshness or attachment of the fruits and vegetables, they give more satisfaction to our body or mind. We are taking nutrition foods safe and safety. Proper utilization of the land in the vicinity of the house. In the city, become the many tiers of the house, but some areas also the some bungalows and kitchen gardening is there. They are applying proper utilization of the land for production of the fruit, vegetable and ornaments and flowers also. Best utilization time of the family members in a pleasure way, exercising and efficient and effective training to the children. At now, if you are growing kitchen fruits and vegetable in the kitchen garden by the family members, when children is going to field, they use the kurpi, any tools, they see the fruits, tomato, brinjal, bitter grass, buttergrass, they are coming, they feel very happy and pleasure. Just like the also training platform related to organic urban farming or horticulture farming to our lovely children. Useful of utilizing the spare time in a profitable ways. This is a very good example. Last 2 years, we are in the corona period under the home quarantine as well as the lockdown. On that time, very difficult to pass the time. On that time, this is a very profitable way to utilize our proper time in the gardens. Fruits and vegetables grown in the home gardens play an important role in filling the gap in nutrition needs by providing access to food that is harvested. This is the more important also. Kitchen gardens provide cheap vegetables, thereby reducing the daily food cost and also protect the environment. Really. Means at now go to purchase the any vegetables in the any market, either fish area, there we are paying 4 to 5 times more as compared to cost of the production. They also try to minimize the cost and low down our budgets as well as environmental safety. I have seen personally in the field, farmers produce the fruits and especially the vegetables. When market price is high, just like we take the example of tomato as well as the okra. When market price is high, farmers using day by day pesticides, how can enhance production and get the money? On that aspect, they are keep some plots for their families or as relatives. They are not using any type of the pesticides. They also understand how can money is earned by using the pesticides. Next is useful for utilizing the spare time in the profitable way. Already discussed. Fresh and healthy vegetables. Today we grow vegetables. Many farmers use chemicals. That's why we face a lot of the health problem. Everybody understands. Our health is greatly affected by the toxic materials. Just the silly number of toxic material is there. Also, Green Tribunal of the Delhi, they have banned grown the vegetables in the river bed of the Yamuna because number of toxic element available in the water, they come to root zone of the crop, either fruits or vegetable. By through the plant, they come in our body. The government of Green Tribunal, they have banned the grow any vegetable crop in the Yamuna bed. We can grow 100% of the organic, new and nutritious vegetables for our whole family and kitchen gardens. Clean airs. Yes, air pollution is one of the city life biggest issues right now because the cities have very fewer trees. Fresh and clean air quality is deteriorating day by day because infrastructure development is going on. Kitchen garden will certainly improve our home and backyard air quality. Number of number of person is at now nursery business is growing very fast. After the corona period, everybody wanted to keep the oxygen plant in the house, just like a snake plant, tulsi, people, etc. Our health is also improved over time by inhaling this fresh and clean air. Definitely. See, just I said before, farmers are in trouble and profit. How can they trouble and profits? Farmers in these slides, farmer is saying the pesticide on the crop. This crop pesticide come negatively affected the health of the farmers as well as the consumers. Health of the farmer, how can affect it? Air is coming, they are not with the mask, they are not wearing the cloth for safe that they are pesticides, as well as consumer is also affected. Pesticide spraying is proceed at on risks. Farmers they have put their ban board. If pesticide spraying in the progress proceed at on risks. Farmers are stuck in the maximum illusion of production of higher profits using chemical and poison to soil and crop ultimately. They come under the food pollution. When we are taking the food, they become the unhealthy person. Nutritional kitchen garden and organic farming this is the best way for avoid such type of the pollution problem. Everybody knows Indian Council of Medical Research recommended the balanced diet. In the balanced diet, they focus on the minimum 90 gram of the fruits and 300 gram of the vegetables is required. Now, our Indian context, we are reached to very close to 225 gram, 285 gram vegetable with the reach. This is the pyramid, a step to be healthier use. First is the grain. This is the chart of the grain. Second is the vegetable. This is the green vegetables. Fruits, milk, and meat and beans. This is a part of our healthier foods require nutrition and vitamins. Healthy plate for the day. What we eat per day already recommended by the ICMAR. Cereals require inclusive of Nutra cereals 270 grams. Pulses 90 grams. Milk or curd or any milk product 300 grams excluding ghee. Vegetables and green leafy vegetables 300 grams. Fruits 100 grams. Nut and seed 20 grams. Fats and oil 27 grams. This is the one is the we have prepared the one nutrition thali, cereals and nutraceuticals. Fruits and vegetable required, pulse and egg and flesh, nuts and seeds. Just I wanted to correlate of the what we are writing the figures. This is what is the nutrition is required, rich in minerals, vitamins, dietary fibers and antioxidants. Key nutrition in fruits and vegetable. One is required is the calcium. This is the nutrition. Potassium. This is also nutrition. Sodium, magnesium, fluorides, iron, and fibers. This is required for maintain the healthy body, or this is received by our body from the fruits and vegetables. Just I wanted to say color-wise, what is the impact of the vegetable in our body, or what they get benefit per color. Green, they contain lutein and antioxidant that reinforce, improve visions. They have potassium, vitamin C, vitamin K, and folic acid. Just I wanted to say, green vegetable has such type of the rich nutritions. Now orange color is indicate for beta carotene and vitamin C. They help promote excellent visions, healthy skin, and support a strong immune system. Red color, they rich in the phytochemicals like lycopene and anthocyanins that improve heart health and diminishing the risk of the cancer. कैंसर को रिड्यूस करने के लिए रेड कलर के जितने फ्रूट्स और वेजिटेबल दे आर वेरी यूजफुल. पर्पल rich in the antioxidant and phytochemicals are anti-aging, reduce the risk of the cancer and support mental clarity. 5. They are rich in the phytochemicals and potassium and help to reduce cholesterol levels, lower blood pressure and protein contents. In this context, garlic and onion is very important for reduce the cholesterol. Just I wanted to say color-wise, what is the impact what we getting out of the body after eat the fruits, vegetables. Advantage of kitchen garden in the urban areas. Efficient and effective use of the land for growing essential vegetable by a family. Save some money as a fresh vegetable are quite costly in the market besides being more healthy than those available in the market. Constitute a very healthy hobby and the spare time of the family is well utilized. Kitchen garden should be a way that continuous supply of the vegetable throughout the year ensures we can get pesticide residue free vegetables in our kitchen gardens. I discuss later on. Training and education of children and to develop a sense of cooperation, achievement, and dignity of the labors. This is also more aspects during the training and education what we grow, when you grow, why we grow, or what is the impact on soil and this requires. It is not expensive for the kitchen gardens. Our family a regular and convenient supply of healthy vegetables. Kitchen garden produce is rich in nutritional contents. One of the kitchen garden strength is that vegetable contains vitamin and minerals. Just I already discussed about the color of the vegetables. What is the principle of the kitchen gardening? Location is the fundamental principle and it should be close to the house. This is the first principle. What we go to grow, this is very nearest to house, suitable and convenient layout. Open and sunny site, as sunlight is a very important for the proper growth of the plants. This is more important. Sites should be free from shade tree, etc. So when we are thinking we are going to establish the kitchen garden in near the house, so we take care of this principle for success of the kitchen garden in the house. Close to well, water tap, natural and any other source irrigation including kitchen water which can be preferably utilized. Means what we release from our kitchen to be utilized very nearest by the natural way. The ideal kitchen garden be established in a fairly highly level area perfectly on the southern side of the house which can be protected by a live fence from the stray animals. मीन्स जस्ट आई वांटेड टू से फेयरली लेवल हाई एरिया पे होना चाहिए जहाँ पे दक्षिण का जो लाइट आता है दक्षिण दिशा का सूरज की वो आए क्रॉप के ऊपर और जो एस्टे एनिमल्स होते हैं उनको इफेक्ट हमारे किचन गार्डन पर नहीं पड़ना चाहिए. Suitable and effective rotation should be followed to make best use of the available lands. Type of kitchen gardenings. Number of kitchen gardening they given by the name by the different person. But in a holistic approach, we have 4 type of the kitchen garden. We grow vegetables and fruit garden, or exclusively for the vegetable, or exclusively for the vegetable and flowers, or combined vegetable, fruits and flower garden. All kitchen garden divided into just like the 4 groups. Type of type of urban kitchen gardening, terrace gardening. In the societies, maximum urban population stay in the society. They have facility of the balcony as well as the terrace. Also called a roof garden involves the cultivation of vegetables, fruits or flowers on the balcony or roof of the building or terrace. Schedule पर भी करते हैं. It serves the purpose of providing architectural enhancement, temperature control, healthy atmosphere, and recreational opportunities. This terrace gardening they give to us. Container gardening. It is generally practiced when there is no sufficient space for direct growing of the crop. Means they don't have a space, land to grow the crop or vegetables. Also called pot gardening, and generally the plant are grown in the earthen pots or basket. This is a very popular in our cities. Person have grown fruits or vegetables as well as the flowers in the pots. They bring from one balcony to another balcony also as per the sunlight availability. Guerrilla gardening, it means growing of plants in the form of bushes in available place. Generally ornamental flowers, herbs and shrubs are grown and maintained properly. In ornamental flowers, bougainvillea is the more important herb. Just like we know the Giloy, and such number of flowers they are come under the guerrilla gardening. Then community gardens. It means the process of flowering fruits and vegetables or other ornamental plants grow for the attractive purpose in the form of the community, where the single piece of land is granted collectively in the urban areas. Means this is the more popular in the society parks as well as the government park. They are community, the ornamental plants and also the flowers and vegetables. Just I wanted to show from Griya Vatica kitchen garden. This is the first slides. They are short. Another is a rooftop gardening. Under the छत पे जितने लोग करते हैं, that is called the rooftop gardening. One is the gardening, is the wall gardening. I discussed later on. And group one is the hydroponic gardening. This is a part of the urban horticulture. Planning criteria. About 250 square meter size plot is required for the one family member, about 4 or 5, 6 family member, to provide throughout the year vegetables and flowers. The size and shape of plots will depend upon the slope of the lands. Sowing, planting of vegetables should be systematically planned. Means we have the crop rotation, which crop going to sow, which crop going to harvest, when is the harvest. Then our objective of the kitchen garden is going to success. Design of kitchen gardens. Design of kitchen gardens depend upon the character of the particular piece of land, situation, and availability of the sunlight. The kitchen garden land should be selected backyards already discussed. The home for no space is available, one can grow vegetable in the pots or boxes. This is very popular. Preference should be given to such vegetables which produce more number of fruits from an individual plant. That is the cucurbits, tomato, brinjal, chili, and as well as also the leafy vegetables, just like the coriander, methi, palak, cholai, red cholai. We have given preference as per availability. Climbing time vegetables like cucurbits, peas, beans can be trained on the fences. Several sowing of the one particular crop at short intervals should be done to ensure a steady supply of the vegetables. Quick growing fruits like papaya, tree, limes should be planted in our kitchen gardens. Trees which separate the beds should be utilized for the growing root crops like radish, turnip, beets, sprouts. Early maturity crops should be grown. The interspace of some crops which are also growing and take long duration of mature like cabbage, cauliflower, brinjal should be used for growing some quick growings. Just I wanted to say layout of the kitchen garden. 250 square meter area we have divided in the 6 blocks, or each 6 block have one plot size is 3 meter, to another plot size is 2 meter, and third is the one. We have grown and planted a crop as per the need basis. Just like the bottle gourd, an onion is required to more in compared to radish and garlic as well as the lettuce. Coriander is required very less. So we have grown in the 1 meter square area, 2 square meter area, and this is a 3 square meter. Block B, we grow in 3 meters in March or August month में brinjals, lablabs, chili March October, and kasuri methi. This is very popular. In the between 2 rows we have the one irrigation channel. Block C, our anthus crop is there, spinach is there, cowpea is there, and after harvesting we see sponge gourd is there and tomato is there. In block D, mint means mint, Chinese cabbage and long melons is there in the about 2 meter area, and concorns, mustards, cowpea, garden pea, okra also to be grown. And block E, bacillus. This is a type of the what we say, bacillus, broccoli, okra, carrots, spinach, and capsicum. This is the I try to given the one layout of the kitchen gardens. Lay up the kitchen garden by divided on the depend upon needs. As some ladies are standing, they are going to sow or on their crop in the different fields. Lay out the kitchen garden by the sketch. Just I wanted to show. Crop and varietal selection. This is a more important. Which crop and variety will be success But I advise personally we take the traditional or desi or local varieties because in local variety, traditional varieties, they are resistant to pest and disease. But at now, maximum in cabbage, maximum in cocoa beets and solanaceous crop, hybrid variety was grown also the success. The quality planting material, such as the seed, cutting, seedlings and tubers, to be taken from the authentic sources and trustworthy places, just like the in the Delhi region, IR is there, Krishi Vigyan Kendra is there. Also, the Delhi government purchasing and provided by the different nursery to the farmers. In all urban cities, they have the one institutions, either ICR institution or SH institution. We advise to take the seed from them. Calendar of kitchen gardenings. I have calendar for the one is the month northern India and southern India because both of south and north India climate is very different. We select the crop depending upon the climate and growing seasons. I'm not going to give details. यस क्रॉपिंग सीजन किस महीने में लगाएं कौन सी सब्जियां ये भी हम दिखाने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं आपको जैसे कि अगर जनवरी में लेते हैं यहाँ पे तो बैगन मिर्च तरबूज गाजर भिंडी करेला हमें लगाना चाहिए फरवरी में पात गोभी बैगन मिर्च टमाटर इन सब क्रॉप का इस तरह से बना हुआ है कि आप लगाते जाएंगे हार्वेस्ट करते जाएंगे थ्रू आउट द ईयर आपको जो सब्जियां फल मिला करेगा दिस इज द वन क्रॉपिंग सीजन जस्ट आई वांटेड टू से हियर importance of nutrition kitchen garden now my title is a nutrition kitchen gardening nutrition first nutrition requires carbohydrate 4 to 50 gram per person per day serve as a chief source of energy in the foods it is found in vegetable mainly in the form the starch and cellulose nutrition rich vegetables sweet potato cassava carrot taro pea onions proteins require very less compared to carbohydrates 60 to 70 gram retarded growth in the children discoloration of the skin and hair is quite good although just I wanted to give the one importance of the nutritional gardens yes this kitchen garden grown prepared by the Krishi Vigyan Kendra Ujwa Delhi this is the under control of National Horticulture Research and Development Foundation who have supplied different type of the packing summer just like the giant we are sowing in the February and March Kharif season is a rainy season we are sowing the crop in June July August Rabi winter season we are sowing the crop in the October November December we are supplying in the different scheme also farmers is coming to take the seeds in the seeds we are putting one leaflets which crop which season what is the dose when going to harvest we are putting mainly in this kitchen garden 10 to 12 even 15 crop and their varieties we are packing we are supplying all over the India near about 10 to 15 lakhs this kitchen garden would supply to different government scheme as well as farmers come to us then purchase because they are trust on the Krishi Vigyan Kendra Acharya on quality aspects yes just like the one mix if you have the garden and a library you have everything you needed this just I will say the library of the garden you see here is the pot tomato is growing here is the cabbage is growing cabbage is also growing here just I wanted to say yes fire escape garden just I taken some picture from the websites this is prevalent in the forests plant are placed in the appropriate content to broken pots at the base and well nourished soils it's a day of plants over waters and pinch back to optimum growth residential rooftop gardening this brown stone rooftop has beautiful raised bed with vegetable spaced perfectly. They are supplement with compost and have the plenty of sunlight. We see how can beautiful crop is things. Rooftop raised beds. The plant were watered regularly and had fantastic drainage. Rich compost was used and sunlight was painful. Yet the vegetation did not grow tall and many of the roots are exposed. Swimming pool gardens. You see very good. The plastic poles are perfect for holding soil and water. Holes and pebbles allow for proper drainage. Greenhouse. The greenhouse is a spacious and beautiful place. Upon entry, we smell rich organic soils and feel the humidity. The greenhouse is surrounded by beautiful old deciduous tree. Wall design. This wall located in north face and get plenty of sunlight. Each bottles contain plenty of nutrition and is in ideal structure to house plants up to 6 inches length. Some person does not have sunlight, not balcony, not raise. If they are interested to grow for the some vegetables, you see in all, this is a plastic bottle of the water bottle, grown all leafy vegetables are very successfully. Yeah, schoolyard. At now, government of Delhi have focusing, each school have the kitchen gardens and training should be given by our Krishi Vigyan Kendra Ujwa as well as the ICR, IRI scientists. They have already under the process. Public garden. This garden was planted directly in the front of the city government buildings where there was adequate sunlight, water and nutrient. However, residents have walked through the gardens. You see, this is the one also the vertical gardening examples. You see, this is a bottle gardening. This is a plastic bottle joined to one to another, and also they grow very successfully grown on the leafy vegetables. Window gardens. These window systems are well researched and supply plant with the necessary minerals. The only concern has been that the winter light is sparse. Vertical F-frame gardens. These F-frame designers offer plant a perfect environment. It is a good thing that they are mobile because their positioning may need to be altered. Garden walls, already discussed. Hydroponics. So much work has been done with this hydroponic system to ensure support of the heavy fruits. Ample light and water is the supply to the system. The soft water has been problematic. This is hydroponics is growing in the cities area, but we see on the economical parts, hydroponics vertical gardens. This is example of the water. This is a horizontal garden growing the leaf in the plastic pipe. This is also example. Yes, KVK is promoting kitchen garden in NCT area. We are supplying vegetable seedlings of the notified or improved varieties, just like the cucurbits, solanaceous crop, as well as okra and etc. This is our kitchen garden. We are also producing vermicompost. This is the vermicompost supply for our counter in HDF counter as well as the Krishi Vigyan Kendra and under the Krishi Bhavan at the Delhi, outlet of the Delhi government. Type of the kitchen garden depending upon the space, big size. I'm not going to can discuss. Yes, garden tool is a more important. Without tool, you are not able to grow any vegetables. Khurpi, sickles, kassi, buckets, spade, bamboo sticks, sutli, a small sprayer. This is a necessity to have kitchen garden activities, growing, harvesting, planting, detaching the crops. Plant seed or seedlings. Yes, seed and seedling purchased by reputed organizations, just I told. Use high yielding varieties, seed treated by bioagents, just like the Trichoderma bredi. If you have treated the seeds by Trichoderma bredi or seedlings, no any scope for transfer of the one pathogen to another pathogen, especially soil disease, not happen. Nursery resin, pro tray and pots, seedling transplant in evening. Preferring vegetables garden, things ought to consider location, soil types, type of crops, rotation of crops, fertilizer management, planting methods, weed control and pest controls. Organic pest control is also important. The organic pest control method helps prevent garden pests from destroying your vegetable plants. Neem oil is the great organic pest control for vegetable plants. We need a fence of another pest control product for rabbit and deers. Seed and seed source already discussed. Nutrition management. We take the neem cake, castor and pongamia cake. In addition, use a vermicompost extract or panchagabbya. This vermicompost, panchagabbya, bijamrita, jivamrita already available in our Krishi Vigyan Kendra Ujwa Delhi. The deeper color liquid has a lot of the nutrition and hormones in the vermicompost extract. Use this by drenching or spraying to produce excellent crops. It gives better plant growth and minimize flower and fruit drop. Also bring down of incidence of the pests and diseases. I'm not going to discuss. Watering and waste management, this is a more important. Pest and disease. Major pest, mealybug, aphids, thrips, red mite, whitefly, scale. This is a common for the any vegetable crops. Some minor pests, leaf-eating caterpillars, leaf miner, stem and fruit borer, few types. These are the major pests. Plant growth and yield affected if plant protection measures are not taken effectively and timely. Some useful tips for manage pest population in kitchen garden. This is the more important. Spray 5% Sikakai solution take out mainly over exposing the insect to direct sun leading of its death. Sikakai is available in the market. Sikakai oils also Sikakai shampoo is also available to take 5%. Spraying a stevia extract control thrips population. Dusting weed ash on the colored leaves in the practice of the village every day. This is more important to controls. Whitefly, red mite, and scale are also feed always these plants. Spraying 5% of the chili, garlic, and ginger extract to effective to control aphids and mites. This is the truth. Already we are giving the KVK, and this is successful events. Disease management, number of disease and pests come in the crop. We try to take the organic inputs to control bacteria, nematodes, etc. Yes, this is a trichoderma variety. Biocontrol agents such as the trichoderma bacillus, pseudomonas etc. can control soil-borne disease like wilt and rots. Mix these bioagents with putting mixers. This trichoderma variety prepared by the NSRDF. This is very useful to control all soil pathogen disease. Next, crop harvest. A well-planned and well-managed kitchen garden produces 20 to 30 kg of vegetables for 1 square meter per year. It's a very good. Low-cost container with on-work establishment cost 40-30 feet rooftop garden will be 10 to 12,000 rupees. If automatic systematic design, the costly container, the investment will be more. It is possible to set up the small income generation unit of capsicum and mushrooms. Select the crop depending upon your interest and areas. Just one in Delhi, one Krishi Vigyan Kendra just placed under the NSRDF. Out of the 11 districts in the Delhi, aim to KVK Delhi is for create awareness among women and youth about their nutrient-sensitive agriculture, reduce malnutrition and improving the intake of the quality nutrition among the farming community, capacity building of the women and stakeholders for the balanced nutrition, promotion of nutrient garden, Nutri-Thali and Nutri villages, development of entrepreneurship among youth and capacity development program. KVK is growing given the FLD conducted or FT conducted. Just I wanted to show this is an Anganwadi worker. They come to our Krishi Vigyan Kendra for take the training on Posam Thali, Swachh Jivan Ka Ahar. Thank you. I have the one more slide about our solar.
Is it over, Dr. Gupta?
Sir, just I wanted to show also about the solar activities.
Oh, you show it. Welcome.
Yes, sir.
Upload.
Kitchen garden, utilizing waste of the kitchen and various other things which comes as the waste from the kitchen can be utilized for making compost, and that way you are raising organic vegetables. You know that your vegetables which you are eating are free from the chemicals, whereas those coming from the market you are not aware of. So you are always in worry that whether we are going for the vegetables being purchased from the market, whether they are going to be good for health or not for health, and whereas we are looking for good health. And I'm happy that the viewers, especially the general public, because of whom the country is always on the lower ebb from the harvest, the nutritional index or hunger index point of view must have been educated, and the general population who is living in high-rise generals in metropolitan cities like Delhi, Bangalore, and Mumbai, they must have been very much happy with the information that Dr. Gupta has given from all angle point of view, benefits and the way to do, what to do, how to do. uh, those information has been given very emphatically, and from the point of view of those who are living in flats, they have the balcony gardens, the bottle gardens, and what not, every type of thing information has been given very emphatically. Objectives of the garden, I mean, it's not concentrated from the urban, but from peri-urban point of view also, and also that in olden days, the vegetable concentration of cultivation in the far-flung areas where we find that there is a lot of carbon footprints left, and growing vegetables in your vicinity would help in reducing the carbon footprints, which is in national interest from that point of view. And I think it's a tremendous talk that we have had from all angle point of view, and the types of kitchen gardens, types of kitchen gardens in the rural areas. Uh, Everything has been explained from, as I know that the rural area people are also now look forward, and they are educated because of the social media importance they get from the diet point of view, the diversification point of view, and the nutrition that they need to get. As Dr. Gupta has explained about the nutrient utility, the deficiency because of the nutrient which harms us, and the benefit that we can drive if we make our diet diversified, as he has mentioned, that ICM tells us we must take this type of nutritional diet, especially composed of fruits and vegetables, where 300 gram of vegetables is the minimum limit. There is no upper limit. Upper limit is as much as you can increase, it's good. And especially that composition of root vegetables, leaf vegetables is important. One third of root, one third of leafy, and the rest one third is of the other vegetables you can have to drive full nutrition for your better health. And many of the and especially from the school garden point of view, and educating, having course in the school level, so that children are made aware of, and they are also made aware of the nutrition value of these crops, so that they can be included in the diet, so that they know that they have to take it. So then they will become more educated. All those aspects have been well explained by Dr. Gupta, which is very nice. But there are fancy, and also from a kitchen garden point of view, not only nutrition, the aesthetic value that you drive, and all advantages that you get family cohesiveness amongst the family, and you learn cooperation, and you exercise there, you sweat there, so that you become much more healthy from all angles point of view. You don't waste your time, as it has been explained that during Corona call it was a much more problem for people. They have many of them have gone under depression because of how to pass time. But if you have these type of activities which are quite healthy, they provide value for your money, that you make your use of your time, you become healthy, and you get the nutritious food which is free of chemicals, and almost free of cost at your own, growing at your own level. And a lot of various fancy type of garden that he has mentioned may not be of everybody's uh, choice, but of course there are many such who have that sort of aesthetic value, and also enthusiasts. People can look forward for such things and go ahead. And also that there are some problems from biodiversity point of view, disease and insect pest, where he hasn't mentioned any chemical use, but in fact he has given some organic tips, how you can get control over all those ailments, and you get fresh, good vegetables harvested from that point of view. And also mention that for the traditional families, joint families, for 5 to 6 members family, if you have land available in your backyard or front yard in the rural area, especially you have, and you have joint family, you can go for that 250 square meter area, planning of that area and making plots and then making paper plan cropping sequence one after the other and giving proper rotation where you include the leafy vegetables and leguminous vegetables also so that you harness the natural fertilizers also from the air into your program, and that's how you get benefited. And towards the end, the solar system based farming glimpses that he has given that much more good. And as Dr. Professor Brahmsingh is always looking forward that for these new type of technology, how to manage them, where to get energy free from. It's energy oriented, you have to put not. But here is the example Dr. Gupta gave that how you can harness the energy, natural energy through solar system and grow your vegetables again at no cost, only initial cost of the equipment that you have. I think it's a wonderful talk that we have had, and I'm glad and I congratulate Dr. Gupta for having given this type of the layman's type of thing, because ultimately they are the people who, because of whom the country has to face this problem of malnutrition and hunger uh, problem which they need. And I think through this message and already the service the KVK is doing is tremendous. Thank you very much, Dr. Gupta.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Kalia, for nicely moderating and highlighting
And if you
the
can pass on the
important.
presentation to us, then it would be good.
Pardon, sir?
If we can pass on the presentation, we can further popularize his initiative.
That he has already promised that he will forward the presentation. He is
Along with
nice in that. So,
Sir,
Dr. Gupta, first tell me, how do you prepare such a presentation? It is something A to Z plus on kitchen gardening. Not only A to Z, but plus beyond that
yeah.
also.
sir,
So
by
what?
your blessing and motivation,
It's
by
good.
your blessing and
Hearty.
motivation,
Okay, hearty congratulations. You have touched very important aspects of kitchen gardening, and Dr. Kalia has highlighted those, such as school gardens, very important one, where besides vegetable and their nutrition, the education is important. The educating the future generation from where the food and the nutritive food is coming from and how it is being grown. It's not that you go to the shop and the things are there. So, Dr. Gupta, very excellent one. You have really highlighted almost all aspect of this, and I am sure your this video will be seen time and again for the years to come by everybody who is related with the vegetable, whether only the kitchen gardening or the even the your talk was having the hidden scientific things. You made it very useful for everybody, but behind that there were the science which you have not highlighted deliberately, but it was highly scientific also. When you say the beautiful classification of colored vegetable and linking it with nutrition, more or less. More or less, it's the same. It's not that 100% you can go by that, but more or less, it holds good. And for everybody, I think one can think of how to have the nutritious uh, vegetable, at least what your topic was. So you have really justified that one. Then you have made it very clear that the space for kitchen garden should be in your heart, not in your house. Means if you have got a will, you can find a place, and you have suggested alternatives, number of alternatives. And in the last, you have taken to that even the solar panel you can use at the rooftop and have the vegetable also. So highly technical, but made very simple. That's what is required. And I think you have conveyed the things, and I'm sure people must have been impressed and they will take advantage of this. I want to add, and courtesy Dr. Kalia and others, his colleagues, they are developing varieties which are vegetable variety which are rich in nutrition and which you call biofortified vegetables. So in kitchen garden also telling to the users or not disclosing to the users, I think we should, those who are planning, those who are promoting, they should lay emphasis on pushing biofortified seeds for the kitchen garden, so that knowingly or unknowingly the general public is getting the nutrition what we need. Mere teaching won't help. We have to push in different ways. So for kitchen gardening, biofortified seed, to the extent possible, we should try to push it. And you have rightly said the desi seeds, they are rich in nutrition, we know it, but these days it's very difficult to get all those seeds. So whatever is available in that, we should manage biofortified seeds. I think I'm of the opinion it should be pushed. And rest, those who want to do the organic one, that's also you have given the clear option. Those who want to use still the pesticides, you have suggested the same pesticides and you have given the wide range of that particular pesticide or organic matter which can take care of the diseases and pests. Overall, your talk is fantastic. Very good talk, Dr. Gupta ji. I congratulate you and I congratulate all those who have helped you to prepare this talk. Because single-handedly difficult to prepare this type of talk where almost all aspects, rather more than that, of kitchen garden has been covered. So with these words, I thank first the viewers, then the speaker profusely, and then my colleague Dr. Kalia and Miss Sivangi, who quietly keep on helping and remains busy throughout the talk, adjusting this thing, that thing, so that viewers are getting the desired thing and the speaker doesn't get distracted. So thanks to all. We will meet again on next Tuesday with a talk on perhaps orchids in urban areas, how we can have orchids in urban horticulture for health and happiness by Dr. P.K. Rajivanji from Kerala. So friends, we meet again.
Sir, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Your motivative word to me. Definitely, your blessing and motivation lead me to betterment of the horticulture fraternity, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your blessing.
We want to utilize your potential more and more. Be ready, we will invite you again, kindly.
Sir.
Okay, thank you. A lot of appreciation is coming that you can see on the Facebook. You will see, and the big people, the all big wigs, those who matter, Sumati Narayan commenting upon. So good, congratulations. Thank you. Okay, bye.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Bye. Okay, thank you. Good night.
Can we leave, sir?